Welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Crystal version. We crossed the ocean and we made it to Vermilion City in the Kanto region. It's very nostalgic being here. Let's see how things have changed in the years between Gold and Silver and the original trilogy of games. Let's go take a look at Vermilion City and see what we can find. Hello! The fast ship sails on Wednesdays and Sundays, every week. Well, today is Wednesday. But we're not about to take the ship again, we just got here. Ah, Vermilion City. If I'm not mistaken, Diglett's Cave is this way. And the town should be this way. Skilled trainers gather in Kanto. Gym leaders are especially strong. They won't be easy to defeat. Oh, there's a huge sleeping Pokémon here. It's Snorlax. Back to its old spot. Snorlax is snoring peacefully. Well, it looks like we won't be able to go to Diglett's Cave or Ed East. But that's okay. If there is one thing I want to do in Vermilion City today, it's challenge the gym leader. But first, why don't we go and see if the Pokémon fan club is still there? Let's see. Pokémon fan club. All Pokémon fans, welcome! So, it's still opened. Oh, and Clefairy is still here. It's a Clefairy. Huh? Oh, right. It's a Clefairy Pokédoll. Oh, it's not a real Clefairy. That's why it's not moving, huh? Well, I guess it makes sense. Clefairy is so rare. They even have a statue of Arcanine. And a little Oddish. Oh, it's actually a Bayleaf. Look at my darling Bayleaf. The leaf on its head is so cute. It is cute. I also had a Bayleaf. Now it's evolved into a powerful Meganium. Hello, Chairman. I'm the chairman of the Pokémon Fan Club. I've raised over 150 Pokémon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokémon. Did you visit just to hear about my Pokémon? Yes. Good, then listen up. So, my favorite Rapidash. Oh, his favorite is still Rapidash, at least that's consistent. It cute, lovely, smart, unbearably, plus amazing. Oh, you think so? Too much, wild, beautiful, kindly, love it! Hug it when sleeping, warm and cuddly. Oh, and spectacular, ravishing, simply divine. Is beautiful, is sublime, is godlike, is good, as Jontron would say. Oops, look at the time. I've kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. Oh, a rare candy. How sweet. No pun intended. It's a rare candy that makes Pokémon stronger. I prefer making my Pokémon stronger by battling, so you can have it. Oh, well, I agree with you. Having the rare candy is mostly useful once your Pokémon is already very strong and it's taking so long for them to level up. Why don't we make a stop at the Pokémon Center before we visit the Pokémon Gym? Hello, welcome to our Pokémon Center. So yeah, I'm going to heal up. Take a look at my team. If we're going to be challenging Lieutenant Surge, we have to have Pokémon able to fight electric types efficiently. You know, I don't think it's going to be difficult for us, because we have Goopy. Our little Goopy girl. She can resist electric attacks just fine, and she's got Earthquake. So, I think it's going to be Goopy's job to fight Lieutenant Surge. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think this should be easy. Well, I mean, I shouldn't underestimate my opponent. The building is not even made yet? When I played Yellow a few months ago, that guy was, getting the ground ready to build something. He's an old man now, and it's still just a work in progress. My Pokémon is preparing the land for construction. But I have no money to start the project. Oh. Oh dear. That's why it's not built yet. Hey Matchup! Keep up the good work. A Matchup is growling while stomping the ground flat. It's already pretty flat. Huh. Well, keep it up. Maybe someday someone will fund your project, whatever it is. Should I go to the store? Hold on, let's see. Do I need to sell anything is what I'm wondering. Not really. No, I think we're good. Maybe I could buy a few normal potions. Let's see here. I'll buy... How about I buy 10? Yeah, 10 hyper potions. We should be alright. I'll get 2 revives just because it's always nice to have some on hand. And that's it. Let's head for the Pokemon gym. I will need to teach Parasite how to cut these branches again. I didn't think I'd need to use it, but it looks like we have no choice. But that's okay. It's Parasite's specialty. Here you go, buddy. Let's go. So... do we have to deal with switches again, is what I'm wondering. Because if there's a switch puzzle in there, I'm not about to bother you guys with it. Oh yeah, the switches are still here. Does that mean the door is locked? Oh, the door is opened. So instead of dealing with these switches, we just have to fight a couple of trainers. Alright, I'll start with the bottom left one. Hello.
I'm going to take you down. Prepare to be shocked.
So, what kind of trainer is it? Oh, the music changed. Nice, that's very nostalgic. A juggler, huh? Juggler Horton. And he's got, of course, Electrode. Did you see how Electrode winked at us? Do you know a secret that you want to share with us, Electrode? I should have figured. They're not going to try using electric type moves because they know it's useless. So instead, they'll use Sonic Boom. Well, that's fine. Use Sonic Boom as much as you want. You'd have to use it like 7 more times to take us down, so... I'm not exactly worried. Do you only have Electrode? Huh. I guess so. What a strange Pokemon Electrode is, or Voltorb for that matter. What's inside an Electrode? Is it just gunpowder? Or is it like intricate mechanisms? I mean, it is kind of an electric type. It's almost like a robot when you think about it. But how is Electrode made? Do they lay eggs like other Pokemon? Or do they even eat? They have a friggin' mouth. It's when you start questioning the anatomy of a Pokemon you realize you've been playing this for way too long. What's the anatomy of an Electrode? I don't think they're full of gunpowder because when they explode, they don't actually explode per se, they just release a huge shockwave around them. It's like they release all the energy that was built up inside their bodies in one shot. Because of course, after they're done exploding, the Pokemon is still there. The only place where an Electrode will completely disappear after exploding is in Super Smash Bros. And that's just because, well, I don't think they'd have an empty Electrode shell just chilling on the battlefield after it explodes. Though I guess they could have done that, and you could throw it around. Knock your opponent in the face with an Electrode that has already exploded. Okay, now this red trainer.
Lieutenant Surge recognized my potential with electric Pokemon. Think you can beat me?
Oh, I think I can. Whoever you are. Oh! Cool! A guitarist! Guitarist Vincent. Huh. Look at that, he's so cool. I love his nose. Kinda looks like a bird somehow. Reminds me of a character in the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past comic in Nintendo Power. Oh, speaking of which, maybe I could play A Link to the Past sometime soon. I was thinking about that. I'm not going to talk about that comic just yet, because I figure I could save that topic for when I'm going to play a Zelda game. Especially Link to the Past, it's one of my favorite ones. Though, not exactly my favorite game. In terms of Zelda, in the Zelda series, I mean. There is one I like even more. But let's save the Zelda talk for an actual Zelda series, shall we? For now, we have to focus on defeating these other enigmatic Pokémon, Magnemite. Another strange, mysterious Pokémon which looks more like a robot, or at the very least, it looks more like an inanimate object than an actual living thing. Is that all people use here? Voltorb and Magnemite? I guess this is only Generation 2. There weren't so many electric types back then. There weren't many of anything, really. I think the type that had the most Pokémon to speak of was the water type. Which was also true in Generation 1. It's crazy how many water types there are. I don't know why. I guess it's very easy for the people of Game Freak to develop some water type Pokémon. When you look at the Pokémon world, the ecosystem is a lot more varied underwater than it is above ground. Though, by now, there's a lot of different flying type Pokémon too. There's a lot of different birds, there's a lot of different fish. Heck, there's even quite a bit of different cat Pokémon now. And dogs too. It's like breeds, it's starting to look a lot more like our world, which is why I've never been bothered by them adding more Pokémon. It just gives the game more variety. If you were always stuck with just 150 different species, it would get repetitive very quickly, the kind of teams you would encounter when playing with someone else. But because now there's so much variety and so many cool Pokémon to choose from, it's almost impossible for you to come across two people using the exact same team. I mean, think back to Generation 1. There were a lot of Pokémon that you would always find on someone's team when they were playing competitively. Though, it wasn't that repetitive. I mean, it was still revolutionary as an RPG. I do remember in Nintendo Power, there was this section in the magazine called the Pokémon Center. And they had a page every month where they would feature someone's team from the competitive scene and show the movesets that the person had chosen, and they would even detail their strategy. So, I mean, if they had featured the exact same team over and over again every month, it would have been boring. But they didn't. It was very varied. I'm surprised at the variety of teams we saw, and that was when Generation 1 was the only thing. So, you could still come up with some very cool, unusual teams back then. And of course, there was this person who had a team full of Mewtwo, just 6 frickin' Mewtwo, with different movesets. I mean, that one was a little boring, you'll have to admit. But still. Alright, it's Lieutenant Surge time.
Hey, you little tyke. I have to hand it to you. It may not be very smart to challenge me, but it takes guts. When it comes to electric Pokémon, I'm #1. I've never lost on the battlefield. I'll zap you just like I did my enemies in war.
Ah, this mysterious war. Oh, listen to that gym battle theme. Oh, he's got sunglasses now. Looking good, Lieutenant. Yeah, so this war that he keeps mentioning, it's so hard for me to picture what war he's talking about. I mean, he doesn't look that old, so it's a war that must be relatively recent. But what does a Pokemon war look like? I don't imagine people were killing each other. I mean, it's very naive of me to say that, but you've seen how Pokemon battles are. people make their Pokemon battle, but they don't attack each other with their Pokemon. So perhaps it was this battlefield of trainers facing each other. And whoever's side had trainers still able to fight at the end of the war was victorious. I don't know. I mean, it could have been a very nasty war too. I'm not sure. I don't think it will ever be addressed anyway. It's one of those mysteries of the world of Pokemon. Hey, Electabuzz, looking cool. I always liked Electabuzz, it's just a shame it's impossible to find. I never trained one. It's the kind of Pokemon that I only used when I was playing, well, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. I would usually rent an Electabuzz if I wanted a cool electric type on my team. I always liked how Raichu was portrayed as an electric Pokemon who would use moves to zap his opponent in the distance, while Electabuzz liked to get close and personal. Electabuzz is basically the Thunder Punch Pokemon, to be honest. That's how I always pictured him. His specialty is using Thunder Punch. Oh dear. Oh, it used... I'm going to start missing quite a bit now that he used Double Team. This could be a big problem. Or not. Goodbye, Electrode. At least the Double Team doesn't affect the rest of the battle. It's not like he used a move to reduce my accuracy. He just used something to make himself impossible to hit, and it failed. Okay, he's got another Electrode? Really? Wow, such variety. Oh please, Goopy, don't miss, okay? Otherwise we'll have to switch to Dig, and that's even more unreliable. Good job, Goopy! Look at that proud smile. Yeah. You can smile, Goopy. You've done well. Wag that cute little tail of yours. Oh, I'm proud of you.
Defeated by a Goopy? Ah, you're strong. Okay, kid, you get Thunder Badge.
Nice! We got a Thunder Badge. Awesome. So, what does that do?
Thunder Badge increases Pokemon's speed in battle. Consider it proof that you defeated me. You wear it proudly, here?
Yep, I'm going to put it on my hat. Yeah, alright. Well, that takes care of Lieutenant Surge. That was a very good start in the Kanto region. I'd say we're off to a great start. Why don't we keep that winning streak going and we head for Saffron City up north? Yep, next time, we're heading north. So, until next time, everyone, I wish you all a great day. And thanks for watching!